Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Destiny. I'm Death from Above. Today I want to talk about preparing for the Rise of Iron. This is kind of a cleanup episode. We're going to talk about everything from materials to marks to faction rank to Engrams and more. So this is just kind of a janitor's edition of how to prepare for the Rise of Iron if you want to do these things. I'm not doing all of these things. I'm going to do a few of these things, but I did all of these things for the Taken King and I think for House of Wolves, and it's a great way to prepare for an expansion, to be ready to grind day one, or to be ready to grow day one, I guess. I don't know, something like that. But hey, you're really close to me. Stop it. But these are things you can do to kind of, give yourself an advantage once Rise of Iron hits and get a lot of stuff real fast. So a lot of what you want to do is just start preparing right now. You've got a week and a half, which is plenty of time to do this. You can do most of, focus on one thing, do it every day, and then you'll be ready by then. But a couple things you can do. First thing, edge all of your factions, all of your ranks. And so edge means take a faction right to the edge of being leveled. So take, for instance, New Monarchy. Mine is right over the edge. What you want it to do is going to be right close to that edge where you're about to get a package, and then stop. Stop and let it sit there until Rise of Iron comes out. That way what you can do is come straight to the vendor, do one bounty, or do one patrol or one public event, and it'll pop it right over the edge. That way you don't actually have a package waiting, because if you have a package waiting, it might be old stuff. It might go away. You never know. I had some Iron Banner bounties that disappeared when 2.4 dropped. So you don't want to have it all the way over, because if you have it like that, you risk losing it. But if you have it just at the edge, you'll be able to let it sit there, and when Rise of Iron comes out, pop it right over the edge. Do something. Have a bounty ready maybe, or do something real fast. And you can do this with all your factions and your Vanguard and your Crucible. You can do it with your Cryptarch. You can do it with all sorts of stuff. And so really any of these right here. You can do House of Judgment. I believe House of Judgment is coming along. I know year 2 guns you can take into year 3. So if there's a year 2 gun you want, that's the way to do it. But any of these factions, you can do that. You can do it with a gunsmith. You can keep one field test weapon. That's what I'm doing with my Titan on the gunsmith. I need one field test weapon to put him over the edge, and I'm going to leave it just like that until Rise of Iron. I'm not going to do this with all of my factions and stuff. I'm not in a hurry. Once Rise of Iron comes out, I don't have a lot of time to play and grind. I'll be playing the first day, but I'm not grinding. I'm just going to be playing, recording, hanging out with you guys, having fun the first day or two, and just enjoying Rise of Iron, because I have lots of time to play it in length, as far as I'm going to be playing this every day for months. So I have lots of time that way. I don't have lots of time as far as chunks of hours every day, but I have maybe an hour or two each day. So I have plenty of days to play it, so I'm not worried about the first day having everything all at once. But that's one thing you do, edge your factions. Another things, hoard everything. Hoard materials, hoard marks, hoard glimmer, hoard Engrams. Ooh, Engrams, you say? Yes. So what you can do with your materials, your marks, just max everything out. Don't spend all this stuff. Right? I'm kind of low on my items. I'm not going to do this, but this is one thing you can do. Max out your marks, max out your glimmer, and then save all those glimmer items in the vault. Pretend it's a savings account. Pretend when you put those glimmer items in the vault, it's a savings account, and when you need them later, you can pull them back out, because there'll be a lot of things that you'll need glimmer for, and you want to be able to grab it when you need it. So that's what I used to do before expansions, is just throw a bunch of glimmer items, the supply codes or whatever it is you get from all the enemies that give you glimmer when you bring it to the Cryptarch. Save those in your vault. Don't pop them yet, because you can max out glimmer and then save those and have more glimmer on top of that. Marks. You can save bounties. You can save, I don't know if there's any bounties right now that are giving you marks, though. So you really can't do that. If you're saving some trials bounties, maybe. I know the Iron Banner bounties didn't stick around. But if you want to stockpile marks beyond the 200 mark cap, Save items, save guns that you're not going to use, but you're going to break down. Save those; they'll give you 3 to 5 each. Save armors, save legendary armor. If you want some exotic shards, you can save exotics. I wouldn't recommend it; that's kind of silly. But save any legendary armor or weapon that you don't want, and just dismantle it once Rise of Iron comes out. That way, you can have more than 200 marks ready to go, in case you want to buy something straight away. Now, I did say Engrams, and Engrams are interesting, because I was not going to recommend saving Engrams until 2.4 came out, and people started getting the Trespasser, which leads me to something special. With the Trespasser, that means year 2 Engrams can turn into year 3 items. It looks like if you hoard Engrams, which I'm actually going to start doing using a bunch of 3 of coins, hoarding exotic Engrams and legendary Engrams, if you hoard them until Rise of Iron, once that comes out and you pop them, I think you have a good chance to get year 3 gear, especially from legendaries. Legendaries might all drop year 3 gear, or they might none of them drop year 3 gear. But I know exotics have the chance. I'm going to do some good science on the legendaries, but it might just be year 2. But we've got some, so we're going to hold on to them. I know the exotics will probably have the opportunity. Since it's not a big title update going to like 3.0, I don't think they have messed with the loot tables to exclude year 3 items from year 2 Engrams, but we'll test it. That one's not guaranteed. Don't bet on that one. Don't bet on that one. And lastly, what about Arms Day? I was going to do a whole video on Arms Day, but we don't know of any changes that are actually coming to Banshee 44 and coming to Arms Day. So it might be a fruitless effort to do anything with him, but here's what I'm going to do. I've got a bunch of packages. Some of them are Arms Day packages for next week. Some of them I'm probably going to keep for another week, because next week's Arms Day is the last Arms Day. So if you don't trade in all those packages, they will follow you into Rise of Iron, hopefully. But it could go the way of Iron Banner bounties. It could be when it turns over that they delete all your packages and you don't have any Foundry orders and you got to get them again. So who knows? No confirmed changes for Banshee. We don't know if he's actually going to get new weapons. We don't know if he's going to get any new Foundries. I haven't heard confirmation from anybody on any of this, but you can always hope and cross your fingers. And you should get new roles each week. So if you hold a package from next week into Rise of Iron, the roles should change. So if there's new talents, you might get new talents on old guns. You never know. You never know what's going to be a god roll. So I'm going to hold my packages into Rise of Iron. I'm going to get my faction right there on all my characters. I think I've got only my hunter to do. And then just pop a field test weapon, grab gunsmith guns when Rise of Iron comes out, and have a ball. So those are just kind of my laundry list of cleanup items you can do to prepare for Rise of Iron Tower. Call them Tower. I want to put another T to get the alliteration in there, but Tower Tales? No, that sounds too much like a podcast. But that's kind of how you can prepare. The odd things you can do. What do you guys think? What's something else that I left out that you can do to prepare for Rise of Iron? Let me know in the comments. But I am Death from Above. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Leave a like if you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you want to see more. And share the video if you want the channel to grow. I want to help out. And I really do appreciate it. Once again, thanks. And I will see you later. See you. Bye.